Well, the offer is to put $50 million on the table, but in a different way. What I want to try and do is to attract great people around the planet who are worried about the future, worried about global warming, worried about civilization, worried about the impact of the singularity and so on, and get people with that concern to come together with my concern so that together we can fund solutions that are really going to make a difference. The economic downturn obviously is scary to everybody, and all sorts of people have lost a huge amount of money. But having done that, they still have the capability to change the future. One change is to make sure a crash like this doesn't happen again. It should not have happened. We know how to stop it happening again. And there's so many things where we can spell out the dangers of the 21st century and say, we can stop that happening. Or we can take advantage of something, new computing technology, for example, to make a much better world for our children. The message to people is that we've spent a lot of money building the 21st century school, and it's worked. And what we have here now is immensely exciting, but it needs a lot of new capabilities and synthesis of ideas. So we've demonstrated that we have the capability to change the future. There's nothing else like this on the planet, nothing else like this in any other university, and it's going to make an enormous difference. So I wanted to put a lot more money on the table and say, hey, join what I'm doing, join us if you want to help make this planet a safe place, a good place, a wonderful place to live, rather than a place which has got a climate destabilization, a place which is slipping into anarchy of various different types. It could be new dark ages. You know, this is a moment in time where we're either going to create a terrible world, a new dark age, war with weapons of mass destruction, or we have the capability to create the most magnificent civilization that humankind has ever known. Well, so many of the things which are going to affect our future are already in place. The train is on the tracks, if you will. But it's not really going to have a big effect for quite a long time into the future. For example, if we look at what will destabilize the climate, we can take actions now which will have an effect 20 years from now. So it's very important to understand the future, and in many ways we can understand the future. The technology is going to get incredible in this century. It's going to get incredible in the next 20 years. And so to understand the future, understand the problems of the future, but also to understand the opportunities, we really are challenged now to say you can build a far better world, a far better civilization than humanity has ever known. And it'll take time to do it. And so this is a long-term school that will last for a long time, and ultimately, if we get things right, make a very big difference. So the reason for putting the money on the table now and saying, join in this activity is because if it's done right, it will make a huge difference. Well, if humanity as a whole doesn't address the problems, and it does allow the climate change to slip into a complete destabilization of the climate, it does allow proliferation of nuclear weapons to get out of control. It doesn't understand that future computing, the singularity, is going to change society in ways which could damage an awful lot of people if we don't get it right. So we're playing with things of incredible power in the 21st century. When you play with things with incredible power, you could work wonders, or you could make an awful mess. And so what this school is doing is understanding the technologies, understanding the political trends, understanding the opportunities of the future, and saying, for Pete's sake, it's our generation that's got to get this right. And if we don't get it right, the power that's in our hands could make an awful mess. But we're going to get it right.